Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining me here in the kitchen. The Wild Man is in here. We're going to do a little, what we call a power breakfast this morning. Something to get you going, get your energy up, and make sure that you don't have any carbs, or at least as small amount of carbs as possible. Now, you can see here, this is another way of doing it. I'm looking at the fruit and combo of strawberries and bananas with a little whipped cream on top. That sometimes has to happen too. But today we're going to do what's called the power breakfast. Now, I've got a real small bag of spinach. Yes, that's spinach. Oh boy. Vitamin A, 44%, 27% vitamin C. Lots of good stuff in here. So you know how to cook spinach, of course. Let's turn on the old burner. Let's rock and roll. Let's put a little bit of butter in there, maybe a little bit of oil to just kind of lubricate the base. That's going to be a very simple recipe, one of just tomatoes and eggs, spinach, a little bit of salt maybe in there if I want to. Don't know if I, feel like it or not, but whatever. We'll go from there. All you young people, you want to stay young? Get on this diet. Get on this diet. Stay there, okay? Brand new knife, by the way. A good friend of mine has a collection of knives, and I'm so envious of that. But anyway, I've managed to save up for about 6 months, and I bought one that I think is going to be my collection. All right, let's stir everything a little bit. We might even put in a little bit, just a little bit here. Spinach. We're not going to make a big one. Spinach is so good for you. I've been eating salads for a long time, and I never knew that iceberg lettuce really doesn't have very much in it to help it, and has a tendency to make you can get anemic by just doing iceberg lettuce. So I went to a little bit different lettuce, and it's changed my attitude. I get up earlier in the morning, I go to bed later, I have lots more stamina, at least I think I do. We're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in that rascal. Get it rocking. Let's see. Oh yeah. I also like to put a little bit of garlic powder on the top. We'll make that nice and neat. Now, I'm going to try to just stir in a little bit of cream, not a whole bunch, but a little bit of cream, because that's all I have. So that's exactly the right amount. It's whatever you got. Now, I might want to put, if you let it run too dry, so forth, I might want to put a little bit of moisture in there to kind of take this down a little bit. Okay. You see, I'm very accurate on my measuring. I like to crank it up a little bit here, though. Now, sometimes on these dishes, you might want to cap them off so that they'll steam in a little bit. This particular lid is one I got at Amazon. Fits everything, so I only have to get one lid. Thrifty, one lid. So we're going to put it on there and let it heat up a little bit. Okay, we'll be right back. Oh, sorry. Glad. Thank you for joining us back again. Let's take a look and see how we're coming here. Now, I'm doing this one a little different. You can flip this in the pan as it gets firm, more firm than what it is. But I'm not going to make it that way this time. I don't think it has enough substance to be strong enough to go through the. I like to get them up like that right here, and flip them. you know, but we're not going to do that this time. We're going to be real easy with it, and we're going to try, since we're trying to be and look a little bit more on the nicer side, I'm going to flip it to that side first, and then I'm going to move it a little bit, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to turn it there for the second time. Okay, now, it looks like we're getting a goulash, doesn't it? We'll put the lid back on and let it cook a little bit more. One nice thing about this with spinach, very moist, lots of moisture and so forth, so you need to be very careful with how much you do put in there to make this happen. I do like to cook them a little bit faster, or a little slower rather than what I'm doing here, but due to time constraints, we're going to go with what we got. Yep, that's very nice. That's going to turn out to be so good. So good. Yes, I'm going to roll it like that for a change, because I don't want it to get too brown on one side. Now, you can serve this the way I'm going to serve it. I'm going to tell you in the plate, of course. Here, that's ready to roll. Wow, very good. It has a wonderful taste. Set it down and see it's got a lot of good looking stuff in it, right? A lot of good looking stuff. Oh, no, I'm not good. Now I'm going to end up with a little something extra here on this. I'm going to put a little feta cheese on the top. Just enough to give it a taste. Okay? And there you go. There you go. The power breakfast. Power in the breakfast. Look at that. Ooh, isn't that nice? I'm going to take a picture of that. Looks pretty good. I'll let you know how it tastes in just a minute. Oh, I don't need to do that. You know it's going to be good. It's going to be delicious. Okay, we're back at it. All right, let's take a look at the finish. You see, it's really looking, smelling so good. Got this in to that cream base. Probably didn't even need to add the water. I may need to drain that off a bit. I'm going to leave it because I'm going to start to add the other stuff to it. I think it'll be fine. Now, here's where we're going to be adding our egg in this. We're going to make sure that we get a lot of good spinach in the egg and let that kind of sit there a bit. I'm going to let it cook out just a bit before I start adding tomatoes. Okay, let's add tomatoes in there too. Let's spread that out, mainly because I want it to be pretty. I love the taste of tomatoes. Also, now I'm going to turn that burner down just a bit because I want this to sizzle and kind of drain off to a certain degree. So we'll let that cook a bit and then we'll be right back. Boy, I'm glad, I'm glad the camera's off. Could put some RO slaw on it. Nah, I think I'll just mainline. Isn't this what everybody does? That is delicious. It's a little bit large, but that's the reason they call it a power breakfast.